Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and I am back with another episode of Ice Lakes, and we are continuing the beginner tutorial, and that means we are taking the next step at Forest Lake, and this means we've got to catch the total number of fish caught determines the winner, so the total amount. Now this is important, guys. We don't need big fish, we don't need a lot of weight, we need numbers. And to get numbers, that means small fish. Now you can try to get the bigger fish, but I'm telling you, you need to focus on the smaller ones because you're not going to get the numbers. And at this particular lake, I've never caught anything bigger than 2 pounds here. So we are going to be going with very light gear, and we're going to stay in shallow areas. We're going after things like roach, roughy, smelt, things like that don't weigh much but catch easily. We're going to be using the Mormishka baits, so I'll show you what those are once we get this started, if you haven't seen this already. Now there's still quite a few people up against me, and this Carl Puta, is closest to catching up with me, but that's just one leg of this. And I'll tell you, last time I did this particular tutorial, the second mission I didn't finish first, but I still finished first overall, so that if you lose this one, don't fret, you still got a chance. So let me go ahead and get in here and get started. This is winter in the morning. It's 30 minutes long, so it's gonna be cold. Freeze up. Alright. And honestly, I can't tell you of any best places to fish. I haven't fished here that much, but I know of a couple places that I'm interested in trying out, and that is right around here, the mouth of this. So let me go ahead and drill in. Now this is I think it's called the Red Devil. Yes, and it is good for roughy, roach, and perch, which are exactly the things we need to go with. I also have a good one called the Crazy Catch and Northern Lights. We might try both of those, but that's pretty much what we're sticking with. And as far as these go, I'm going to place in the Fly Larva Orange. That's also good for roach. And for the bait, the Sharky is good for that. No, wait a minute. I think it was... No, it was a Sharky. Sharky or Night Sparkle. Let's try that one, Night Sparkle. And see, it's already slushing up. And you can see just how light this thing is. Slightest little nibble and you'll see something. And we don't care how small it is, guys. If it bites, haul it up. The funny thing is, this is a lot more challenging than the heavy ones. There we go. There's a perch. It's probably a good idea to do that after every time. And it doesn't matter how little of the bait you have on there, they'll still bite. They'll actually still bite even without it, but they just bite a little bit better. I'm not getting a lot of hits here, guys. I might end up moving to an area that has more brush, because we need numbers. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and move, guys, because this is not moving as fast as it needs to. Now let me see here. Let me find a good spot. Yeah, right around here might be really good. There's a lot of cover over here. The fish would be hiding amongst the reeds. Hopefully see the bait and come for it. Might also try a little bit shallower too. There we go. There's a rud. Let's try a little bit shallower. Still got a tiny bit of worm on there. There we go. There's another one. There's a roach. Common roach. Ah, and we're out of bait. So we will place another one on there. Boop. Put a little more track in just to make sure. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it looks like Mormishka is the way it's pronounced. Those are the lures we want to use for this. You can catch it with the balance lures, but you can't get ones anything that small. The roughy, he's so tiny. With this, you don't even really have to move it around much, if at all. They'll bite a lot of times just if it's sitting there. We need as many of those as we can get. And we're doing pretty good here. This seems to be a pretty good spot. Just got a little bit of that worm or maggot or whatever it is left. Yeah, when I first started this, I am unfamiliar with these type of lures. And when there was that little left, I was just replacing it. You don't have to do that. They'll still bite. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's gone by now. Yep. Yeah, I barely saw that. We're actually doing very well. We're getting some numbers here. I think if it starts to slow down, I'm going to switch lures. It's already slushing up again. Getting a lot of the roughy. That little bugger ate most of my worm. Yeah, this is the first lure you get of the Mormishkas. So when you take part in this tournament, you can easily use this one. Then as you progress, you can try other lures. I wouldn't be surprised if my worm's gone. Yep. Well, nope, there's still a tiny bit. Tiny bit. I'm going to try to sit there and use that worm up before I change. Come on. Still somebody there, isn't there? Yeah, I think I'm going to change my lure here, guys. Let's go back to the bottom. I want to try this crazy catch. This is good for smelt, roach, and bream. This one here is good for roach, burbot, and tench, and roughy, rudd, and perch it's good for. So we'll try that, just see if we get a little bit. Some of these are more specific, like those. Those are largemouth bass. That's much bigger fish, honestly. This one, still much bigger fish. Alright, let's put the worm on there. If we don't get any action here soon, then we're going to move. There we go. Got a smelt that time. So now we're attracting a whole different type, which is perfectly fine. That's good. That's really good, because that means even if we've got most of the roach in this area and the roughy, there's still smelt hanging around. Yeah, those of you that happen to be European are smelt like really good to eat, because I see them in almost every game. I mean, are they like sardines or something like that? Never had them. Yeah, I think this hole is starting to wear thin. Yep, I think it's time we move, guys. We're not getting nearly the bites we were getting before. Let me see. No. So actually over here might be really good. Yeah, right here. Let's close to shore. It's close to cover. Yeah, 30 minutes goes by a lot faster than you realize. Okay, let's see what we got here. Got a roach. Ah, he took every bit of my bait. Little bugger. Gosh, this freezes up very fast. Yeah, these smaller holes, it's harder to really do a whole lot of moving. Ah, may have found the roach sweet spot here, guys. Yeah, this is another species that I see in a lot of these fishing games. The common roach. I can only take that it must be pretty good eating too. It seems like the roach and the bream kind of... Whoa, there's a big rudd. Well, not enormous, but bigger than what I've been catching. They kind of seem like they've replaced the role of what we have as panfish. We have the bluegill. The Europeans have the roaches and the, well, maybe the smelts. I don't know if they consider them in the same manner. Yeah, we're getting some good bites here. There's a roughy little fella. And we're out of worms. I'm kind of liberal with the attractant. Maybe I don't need to be, but in these tournaments, I need all the help I can get. There we go. Another good sized rudd. I seem to find them in the reeds, almost in them. So if you're wanting to catch the rudd, I would try in the reeds. They must really like cover. They're pretty fish. The red color to their fins. Yeah, as the bites start to slow down, I start trying different depths. I might switch the lure, the attractant. But I'm not so sure that's going to happen here. I think this biting has slowed down considerably, and they are not biting right now. Might try this Northern Lights, see that has any change in the bite rate. I think I'm going to end up sticking with those. Yeah, we're just going to stick with those. And as far as the attractants, I might switch over to the Sharky. If we don't get any bites, it's time to move one more time. There we go. Another roughie. Didn't even lose any bait out of that one. Yep, I think we're done. It was fun while it lasted. Alright, let's come over here and see if there's a good spot to finish this up, because I don't think we're going to be able to move anymore. Looks like somebody fished there quite a bit. Well, I'm not really seeing much here. Looks like a lot of people were fishing right there. I might try it here deep just to see if we get any perch. Just for a little while. What I might do is do it kind of shallow if I don't get anything here. Yeah, let's try shallow. That's it. Shallow was it. And he took my worm, little bugger. Okay, we're not getting nearly the bites we need to get. We need to move into shore a little closer. Yet again. I think these guys might have the right idea. I just hope they're not winning. I'm going to come over here to this dock. This looks like a great spot for the small fish. Still got a few more minutes. I think I'm going to go back to this one though, because I was doing really well with that one and the other one. There we go. Smelt. There we go. And there's another one. Roughie. Yeah, we're running out of time here, and I got to get a worm on here as well. Yeah, this is really, really hard to tell how well I'm going to do, because like I said, the number is a lot tougher to get. Unless you get the sweet spot where there's a lot of small fish and they're biting pretty heavily. See, here's another smelt. And I know I have a minute or a minute and 45, but I am going to run it till a minute because these guys don't take long to pull up, and we could still get one or two more. Come on, give me one more, guys. There he is. Okay, that's a good spot for the smelt. I'll have to remember that, because there's a competition for smelt only. Alright, we're going to need to get going here, guys, because this thing is coming to an end here, and we need to get over here in time so we don't get disqualified. I had wandered quite the ways. There we go. Alright, shouldn't take too long now. We'll be right back. Alright. It is now or never, and I'm never sure about this, guys. These are the toughest missions, the number missions. Oh, holy crap. 5th place. Did not do well. Lord. I got 20 of them, though. Like I said, it's not over till it's over. Okay, now I am in 2nd place. So that means when we go to Moose Lake, I have got to rock it. And that is the biggest single fish caught. And that's usually not an issue. Well, y'all guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll be back with another episode of Ice Lakes. So until then, guys, as I always say, aim straight, cast far, and have fun. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.